Everybody's good?
All set.
All right, 3, 2. Here at Vanderbilt Women's Basketball head coach Shea Ralph. Coach, thank you for joining us. You're here at the postseason. You're getting ready for the SEC tournament. Big day for you all today. Mikayla Blakes was named SEC Freshman of the Year. She was also named all SEC first team and to the freshman team as well. Just what do you think about Mikayla's accomplishments, and then we'll open up the floor for questions.
I think it's no secret the impact that she's had not only on our program this year, but also on our conference and our sport. As young as she is, the things that she was able to do this year resulted in wins for us, but also some history made for her. And we're really excited that she was awarded these honors, because I think she earned them. And it's a body of work throughout the course of the season that she's shown day after day, game after game, and to be in as competitive as a conference as we are, with as many great players and great teams. I'm happy for Mikayla that she was honored. I'm happy for our team that she was honored, and I look forward to competing now in the SEC tournament this March, next March, the following March, with her as she continues to grow.
Go ahead and open up the floor for questions. We'll start with Lana Morris from Vandy's 24/7. Go ahead.
Yeah, Shea, I know you're proud of Mikayla's accomplishments, but just kind of what are your thoughts on Camille not being honored in the postseason with the SEC awards?
Yeah, that, on the flip side of the coin, right, obviously is our extreme disappointment that Camille didn't receive any honors. I felt like, as did our team and our staff and our university, that she had an all SEC type of season. And, she also put up a great body of work. Her numbers were phenomenal, some of the best in the conference. And without her, we wouldn't have been the team that we are. We wouldn't have won a lot of the games that we won. So yes, it's extremely disappointing, but there's not anything that I can do about that other than make sure that she understands her impact on our team and bolster her as we go into this March, and let her know that the best things to win in our game are things that you can't vote on, and those are championships. So I'm excited for her to have a great conference tournament, so that she can show what she's capable of, that she can show that she is an all SEC player, whether or not she won those awards.
How good was it to get the bye in the SEC tournament?
I don't know that I can put that into words, how great it is. I mean, when you're trying to compete in this conference and in a tournament where you're playing day after day, you want to try to eliminate as many days of competition as you can with your season of work. So one bye is great. The goal in the future will obviously be 2. But it's playing 5 games in 5 days is a tall task to win a championship. So I'm glad we were able to stay home another night, practice here, get on a plane today, and be able to get some much needed rest, practice tomorrow, but not have to get up and play a game.
What does the prep kind of look like, maybe where you had just played Texas A&M, and just kind of what does the practice look like ahead of the tournament?
You really just focus on us, and that's what we've been doing this whole, really the last couple of weeks, the month of February, where we've kind of, our results have been up and down. So I've tried to eliminate, we're prepping for teams and we're preparing, but I've really tried to focus more on us. And so knowing that we're not going to know who we play until tomorrow afternoon, you just have to just focus on yourself and prepare for maybe what you might see that takes an extra day of preparation, like Tennessee's pressure, or Texas A&M's bigs. Other than that, you just focus really on what you need to do well to be competitive no matter who you play.
2 straight wins now. Do you feel like the team's kind of finding its stride, I guess?
Yeah, I do. And I feel like the game against Missouri at Missouri was more like who we are. It looked like us. I thought everybody that came in the game contributed. I thought our effort and energy was awesome from start to finish. That is the team that we need to be in March. So being able to be that before you go into tournaments in March is really important for confidence, for belief, and for knowing that, okay, we just have to continue to build on this, but this is who we are, and now we can transfer that into our practices, into the next game we play. It's a lot harder to do it the other way around. So the last 2 games have really helped us take a step in the right direction for March.
I know we've talked about Mikayla all year, but can you put into perspective what the accomplishment is and what it takes to be blank, kind of anything of the year in this conference?
I think it might be hard to put it into words, but to try to create perspective for everyone around her accomplishments, because we're speaking about Mikayla. Last year at this time, she was in high school. She was in high school. 3 years ago, she wasn't one of the top 50 players in high school in the country. And she continued to put her head down and work. And then, bet on herself and came to Vanderbilt where, I told her one of the things that will help you become a great player is playing. You need to be on the court. And she was on the court a lot for us this year, but she also took full advantage of the opportunities that she was given, and they weren't easy. So what you see her do every day on the court is make hard things look easy, but she does that by the way that she prepares. So putting it in perspective, in terms of how she's been able to do it in our conference, I don't know that that's mattered. I think she's one of the best players in the country, period. So whichever conference she goes into, because of the things that she focuses on that are in her control. And that we try to apply to all of our players. So we're speaking about Mikayla, but it's a great example of why I talk so much about controlling the controllables and believing in the process and putting your head down and working and making sure that you focus on yourself and not preparing for other people. Because all of that, if you can get kids to figure that out and understand what that looks like and how to apply it to themselves, then you can have a player like Mikayla do the things that she did this year. Most of that, though, is her and her God-given ability, and we just were able to give her the platform to utilize it and do special things.
All right, Coach, we appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck.